A major story surrounding Bruno Mars is drawing attention today, and it involves much more than music, concerts, or another milestone in his career. The Grammy-winning superstar is at the center of a powerful charitable story involving Las Vegas, a street bearing his name, and a reported $1 million contribution connected to international children's health. But behind the headline is a bigger question. What exactly happened? And why is this story attracting so much attention from fans around the world? Before we go any further, make sure you stay with us until the end, because there is an important distinction between what has been publicly reported, what has been associated with Bruno Mars' philanthropic image, and what still needs official confirmation. If you appreciate celebrity news, Bruno Mars updates, music industry stories, and major developments involving global stars, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. And if you believe celebrities can use their influence to make a positive difference, leave a comment and let us know what you think. Bruno Mars has spent years building a reputation that extends far beyond his performances on stage. From international tours and record-breaking streaming numbers to sold-out stadium shows and major collaborations, his career has become one of the most recognizable stories in modern pop music. But every once in a while, a different kind of headline changes the conversation. This time, the focus is not a new single. It is not a new album. It is not another sold-out concert. It is Philanthropy. The reported figure is $1 million, with the story connecting that contribution to international children's health and to Bruno Mars' drive in Las Vegas. For a global superstar, a donation of that size would immediately attract attention. But the significance goes beyond the number itself. Children's healthcare is one of the most emotionally powerful areas of philanthropy because medical needs do not stop at national borders. Children and families around the world can face enormous challenges accessing treatment, specialized care, medical equipment, and life-changing health services. That is why any major contribution connected to children's health can quickly become bigger than a celebrity headline. It becomes a human story, and that is where Bruno Mars enters the picture. Las Vegas has become an important part of Bruno Mars' career and public identity. The city has hosted some of his most memorable performances, residency moments, celebrations, and career milestones. Over the years, Las Vegas has also developed a strong connection with Bruno's entertainment legacy. So when a street connected to his name becomes part of a charitable story, the symbolism becomes difficult to ignore. Bruno Mars' drive represents more than a name on a road. For fans, it represents a connection between the performer and a city that has embraced his music. For Las Vegas, it reflects the influence of an artist whose performances have helped define the modern entertainment culture of the city. And when philanthropy enters that picture, the story takes another turn. Imagine the scene: a Las Vegas street carrying the name Bruno Mars, fans celebrating one of the world's biggest music stars, the bright lights of the city surrounding the moment. And then, behind the entertainment headlines, attention turns toward children's health and charitable giving. That contrast is exactly what makes the story so compelling. Bruno Mars is widely known for his energetic performances, polished stage presence, powerful vocals, and ability to move between pop, R&B, funk, soul, and retro-inspired sounds. His public image has traditionally centered on entertainment rather than making every charitable act the center of attention. That makes reports of a major donation particularly interesting. But there is an important detail viewers should understand. A headline can move faster than verification. A viral post can spread across social media within minutes. A celebrity-related claim can be repeated by thousands of accounts before the original source is even examined. And when the number reaches $1 million, the need for accuracy becomes even more important. So this story should be viewed through two lenses. The first is the significance of the reported donation itself. The second is the importance of identifying exactly which organization received the money, how the funds are being used, and whether an official announcement or primary source confirms the amount and purpose. That distinction does not make the story less interesting. In fact, it makes the story more important. Because if a $1 million contribution to international children's health is officially confirmed, it would represent a substantial act of philanthropy connected to one of the world's most recognizable entertainers. And if the story has been misunderstood or exaggerated online, Separating fact from speculation protects both the public and the artist. Now take a step back and consider why children's health has become such an important subject in global philanthropy. Healthcare for children can involve everything from emergency treatment and surgery to cancer care, neonatal services, mental health support, vaccinations, rehabilitation, medical research, and access to essential technology. A contribution can potentially support doctors, hospitals, nonprofit organizations, research programs, or families who need assistance. That means the real value of a donation is not simply the number printed in a headline. The real value is what happens after the money reaches the people who need it. And this is where the story becomes much more emotional. $1 million may sound like an abstract figure when it appears on a screen. But for a child waiting for treatment, a family struggling with medical expenses, or a healthcare organization trying to expand access to care, financial support can represent something very different. Can represent time, can represent opportunity, can represent treatment, and sometimes it can represent hope. That is why celebrity philanthropy often creates such strong reactions. A superstar has an enormous platform. Millions of people follow their music, their performances, their fashion, their tours, and their daily lives. When that influence is connected to a charitable cause, the potential impact can multiply because fans may become aware of an issue they had never considered before. This is one of the most powerful aspects of celebrity philanthropy. The money matters, but the attention can matter too. And Bruno Mars has one of the largest entertainment platforms in the world. His songs have reached billions of streams. His concerts have attracted audiences across continents. His name is instantly recognizable. His performances have become viral moments. And his connection to Las Vegas has become particularly strong. So when his name is linked to a major children's health initiative, people naturally want to know more. But there is another layer to this story. Bruno Mars' relationship with Las Vegas has never been simply about performing in a city. Las Vegas has become part of his career story. The city is built around entertainment, celebrity, music, and unforgettable experiences. Artists who establish a deep relationship with Las Vegas often become associated with the city's identity itself. Bruno Mars fits naturally into that world. His performances combine classic showmanship with modern pop culture. His music has a nostalgic quality, but his popularity is unmistakably contemporary. That combination has helped him become one of the defining entertainers of his generation. And now, with the name Bruno Mars Drive associated with this charitable narrative, fans are looking at Las Vegas through a different lens. Instead of asking only where Bruno Mars performed, people are asking what his legacy could mean outside the stage. That is a much bigger question. What does a superstar leave behind? Songs? Awards? Concert memories? Streaming records? Or something that continues helping people long after the lights go off? That question brings us to the most important part of this story. If the reported $1 million donation is confirmed by an official source, the headline would become more than another Bruno Mars celebrity story. It would become a story about legacy. Because legacy is not only about how many people watched you perform. It is also about what your influence made possible. Think about the difference between a viral concert moment and a charitable contribution. A concert may trend for a few days. A performance may dominate social media for a weekend. A new song may become a global hit. But healthcare support can continue working long after the news cycle disappears. A medical program can continue. A hospital can continue treating patients. A research initiative can continue searching for answers. A child can receive care. And that possibility is what gives charitable giving its lasting significance. There is also a reason why the Las Vegas setting matters so much. Las Vegas is often associated with luxury, entertainment, casinos, nightlife, and massive celebrity performances. But behind those bright lights is a community with real people and real needs. The story surrounding Bruno Mars, Las Vegas, and the reported $1 million contribution to international children's health continues to raise an important conversation about celebrity influence and philanthropy. While the entertainment world is often focused on chart positions, streaming records, sold-out concerts, fashion moments, and viral performances, stories involving children's healthcare reveal a completely different side of the celebrity ecosystem. For Bruno Mars, the connection to Las Vegas makes this story even more interesting. Las Vegas has played a major role in his career, becoming one of the places where his identity as a world-class entertainer has been especially visible. His performances have attracted fans from across the United States and from countries around the world. Tourists travel to the city expecting entertainment, but they also arrive carrying the expectations of seeing artists who have become cultural icons. That is why the idea of Bruno Mars' Drive being associated with a charitable story carries symbolic weight. A street name can become part of a city's history. It can become something fans photograph, something visitors remember, and something that connects an artist's name with a particular place for generations. But when that same name becomes connected with children's health and charitable giving, the meaning can become much deeper. Suddenly, the conversation is no longer only about fame. It becomes about responsibility. Global superstars have something that most people do not have: extraordinary reach. One announcement from a major artist can reach millions of people within hours. A single social media post can bring attention to a nonprofit organization, a medical campaign, or a humanitarian cause that might otherwise receive very little public exposure. That influence can be incredibly valuable, but it also comes with responsibility. When a major donation is reported, audiences naturally want to know the details. They want to know who received the money, where it is going, and how the contribution could make a difference. Those questions are especially important when the subject is children's healthcare. Children cannot always speak for themselves. Families can face overwhelming medical costs. Hospitals and organizations may need additional resources. Researchers need funding to continue searching for better treatments. And communities in different parts of the world can have dramatically different access to medical services. That is why international children's health remains such an important humanitarian issue. A major donation can potentially support programs that provide medical treatment, improve healthcare infrastructure, fund research, or assist organizations working directly with vulnerable children. The number 1 million immediately captures attention, but the real story is what happens behind that number. Imagine the possibility of a child receiving treatment because a medical program received additional funding. Imagine a doctor having access to equipment that was previously unavailable. Imagine a family being able to focus on their child's recovery instead of worrying about whether they can afford essential care. Those are the human stories that can exist behind major philanthropic contributions. And this is why the Bruno Mars story has generated interest. Fans know him as an entertainer. They know the songs. They know the performances. They know the incredible stage production. They know the suits, the hats, the choreography, the musicians, and the energy. But Philanthropy introduces a different narrative. It asks audiences to look beyond the performer and consider the person behind the public image. That distinction is important because celebrity culture can sometimes make stars seem distant from ordinary life. Their concerts take place in massive venues. Their names appear on billboards. Their music reaches billions of streams. Their professional teams operate on an enormous scale. Yet charitable giving can bring the conversation back to basic human needs. A child needs help. A family needs support. A healthcare worker needs resources. Community needs access. And suddenly, the distance between a global superstar and an ordinary family becomes much smaller. This is also why charitable stories can create powerful reactions among fans. Fans do not simply consume music. They build emotional connections with artists. They celebrate birthdays, album releases, awards, milestones, concerts, and personal achievements. When an artist supports a cause that resonates with those fans, the relationship can become even stronger. It can also encourage fans to participate. One person may donate. Another may share information. Someone else may volunteer. Another person may simply learn more about an issue. That ripple effect is one of the most important possibilities of celebrity philanthropy. But once again, accuracy remains essential. The internet has transformed the speed at which celebrity stories spread. A claim can begin with a single post and quickly become repeated across fan pages, entertainment accounts, short-form videos, and social media platforms. By the time thousands of people see the headline, many may assume it has already been officially confirmed. That is why responsible coverage must separate confirmed information from reports, speculation, and viral claims. The reported $1 million contribution deserves attention, but the public also deserves transparency. Which organization is involved? What is the official announcement? What is the exact purpose of the contribution? When was the donation made? And how will the funds be used? Those questions do not diminish the story. They strengthen it, because when charitable giving is properly documented, the public can see the real impact. And if the contribution is officially confirmed, the story could become an important example of how entertainment and humanitarian work can intersect. For Bruno Mars, the timing is also fascinating. His career continues to operate at an extraordinary level. His music remains globally recognizable, his performances continue attracting huge audiences, and his name remains one of the strongest brands in contemporary pop entertainment. But fame is temporary. Tours eventually end. Concert lights eventually go dark. Albums eventually become part of music history. What lasts longer is the impact an artist leaves behind. That is why the idea of legacy matters. A legacy can be a song that people continue playing decades later. It can be a performance that becomes legendary. It can be an award. It can be a cultural moment. But it can also be an act of generosity that helps someone who may never attend a concert, never meet the artist, and never even know where the donation came from. That possibility gives philanthropy a unique power. The recipient does not need to be a fan. They do not need to know the artist's discography. They do not need to recognize the name Bruno Mars. They simply need help. And if charitable resources can reach that person, the impact becomes real regardless of celebrity status. This is perhaps the most powerful part of the conversation surrounding the reported donation. It shifts attention away from Bruno Mars as a celebrity and toward the people who could potentially benefit from the contribution. That is where the story becomes bigger than entertainment. It becomes a conversation about humanity. Las Vegas has always been a city of big moments, big stages, big names, big performances, big celebrations. But sometimes the biggest moments are the ones that happen quietly. A donation, a medical treatment, a family receiving assistance, a child getting another chance. Those moments may never become viral videos. They may never appear on a concert screen. They may never receive the same attention as a sold-out stadium. But their importance can be immeasurable. And that is why this story deserves to be followed carefully. As more information becomes available, audiences will be looking for official confirmation and greater clarity about the reported $1 million contribution and its connection to international children's health. Until then, the most important thing is not to rush beyond the evidence. The entertainment world moves quickly. News cycles move quickly. Social media moves even faster. But meaningful philanthropy deserves something different. It deserves accuracy. It deserves transparency. And most importantly, it deserves attention to the people who are supposed to benefit. If the reported contribution is confirmed, the story could become another fascinating chapter in Bruno Mars' relationship with Las Vegas and another example of how a global entertainer can use his influence for something beyond the stage. And perhaps years from now, when fans hear the name Bruno Mars Drive, they will remember more than music. They may remember a city, a superstar, and a story about giving back. Because the brightest legacy is not always the one that makes the most noise. Sometimes, it is the one that quietly changes a life. As attention continues to grow around the reported Bruno Mars charitable contribution, another question begins to emerge. Could this become part of a much larger conversation about the responsibility of global entertainers? The modern music industry is no longer limited to records and radio. Artists now have enormous digital audiences, international fan communities, streaming platforms, social media networks, and the ability to influence conversations far beyond entertainment. Bruno Mars is a perfect example of how powerful that reach can become. A single performance can be watched by millions. A new song can travel across continents within hours. A photograph can become a trending topic. A concert announcement can generate excitement among fans who live thousands of miles away from the venue. That level of attention can also be redirected toward causes that matter. Children's health is one of those causes. Around the world, healthcare systems face challenges that can be difficult for ordinary people to see. Some children require highly specialized treatment. Some families travel long distances searching for medical assistance. Some communities lack equipment, trained specialists, or adequate healthcare facilities. Philanthropic organizations often attempt to close those gaps. But charitable organizations cannot work without resources. Funding can help create programs, support medical professionals, provide equipment, fund research, and expand services to communities that need them. That is why large charitable contributions can have significance far beyond the original headline. The reported figure of $1 million immediately attracts attention because it sounds enormous. But in the world of international healthcare, the question is not simply how large the donation is. The question is what the donation can accomplish. Could it support a medical program? Could it help provide treatment? Could it fund research? Could it expand access to healthcare? Could it help families facing extraordinary medical challenges? Those are the questions that ultimately determine the impact. And this is where the story becomes more than another celebrity headline. Bruno Mars has built his career around creating memorable moments. From his early breakthrough years to his biggest international hits, his music has repeatedly crossed genre boundaries. Pop fans know him. R&B audiences know him. Soul and funk fans recognize his influences. His performances have attracted people from different generations. That broad appeal has created something extremely valuable, a global audience. And a global audience can become a powerful force when directed toward a humanitarian issue. Think about what happens when millions of people suddenly become aware of a children's health campaign. Some may search for more information. Some may donate. Some may share the story. Some may discover an organization they had never heard of. Even people who never contribute financially can help simply by spreading awareness. That is the potential multiplier effect of celebrity philanthropy. The donation itself matters, but the attention surrounding the donation can potentially create another layer of impact. This is why the relationship between Bruno Mars and Las Vegas is especially interesting. Las Vegas has become one of the world's most famous entertainment destinations. The city is built around performance, tourism, music, and celebrity culture. For Bruno Mars, Las Vegas has been an important part of his professional journey. His name is now deeply associated with the city's entertainment landscape, and the appearance of Bruno Mars Drive in this story adds another layer to that relationship. A road bearing the name of an entertainer can initially sound like a celebration of fame, but when charitable giving enters the picture, the symbolism changes. The name becomes connected not only to entertainment but also to community, generosity, and public attention. That is the kind of association that can potentially last. Music trends change, fashion changes, technology changes, but places remain. The street remains, community remains, and stories connected to those places can become part of local history. For fans visiting Las Vegas, a location connected to Bruno Mars may already be a destination. They may take photographs, share videos, and celebrate the connection between the artist and the city. But if the charitable story is officially verified, the location could carry another meaning. It could become a reminder that celebrity influence can be used for purposes beyond entertainment. That possibility is particularly important in an era when audiences are increasingly interested in what public figures stand for. Fans today often look beyond the music. They want to understand the person. They want to know what causes an artist supports. They want to know whether a celebrity contributes to communities. They want to know how someone with extraordinary wealth and influence chooses to use that position. That does not mean every celebrity action should be turned into a publicity campaign. In fact, some charitable work is intentionally private. But when a major contribution becomes public, transparency is essential. The public needs to know what happened. Organizations need to document where the funds go. And audiences need to understand the difference between a verified announcement and a viral claim. This is particularly important with Bruno Mars because his name generates enormous online interest. A headline containing the words Bruno Mars, Las Vegas, $1 million, donation, charity, and children's health can spread incredibly quickly. Search engines pick up the keywords. Fan accounts repost them. Entertainment pages create videos. Social media users discuss the story. And suddenly, a claim can become part of the wider internet conversation. But popularity is not the same as verification. That distinction is crucial. A story can be widely discussed and still require confirmation. Responsible reporting means following the evidence. The conversation surrounding Bruno Mars and the reported charitable contribution now moves into an even bigger question. What does it really mean when a global superstar becomes associated with a cause that affects children around the world? For many fans, Bruno Mars has always represented entertainment at the highest level. His music has crossed borders, generations, and genres. His performances have become known for their energy, musicianship, choreography, and old-school showmanship. His career has produced some of the biggest songs of the modern pop era, while his concerts have turned into major international events. But stories about children's health create a different kind of attention. There is no stage, there is no spotlight, there is no cheering audience. Instead, there are hospitals, doctors, nurses, parents, and children whose lives can be affected by access to medical care. That is why the reported $1 million figure connected to children's health has generated so much curiosity. A donation is ultimately measured by what it accomplishes. The public may see $1 million in a headline, but healthcare organizations see possibilities. Additional treatment, additional equipment, additional research, additional resources, additional opportunities for children who need help. The potential impact can be much larger than the number itself. And this is where Bruno Mars' enormous international audience becomes relevant. Bruno is not simply a singer with a successful career. He is a global entertainment figure with a fan base spread across continents. His songs are streamed in countries where he may never have personally performed. His concerts attract international visitors. His name appears across social media every day. That reach gives him an extraordinary ability to bring attention to issues outside music. Imagine a fan discovering the story of children's healthcare because they were searching for Bruno Mars news. They may initially click because they love the artist, but then they learn about a medical organization. They discover a healthcare program. They learn about children who need assistance. And suddenly, a music story becomes an introduction to a humanitarian issue. That is one of the most powerful aspects of celebrity influence. The celebrity does not have to solve the entire problem. Sometimes, the most valuable contribution is helping the public see the problem. Of course, financial support can be incredibly important as well. Healthcare is expensive. Specialized equipment costs money. Research requires funding. Medical professionals need resources. International programs require logistics, transportation, staffing, and long-term planning. A large donation can potentially help organizations operate at a greater scale, but the exact impact depends on how the funds are managed. That is why transparency remains essential. When a major celebrity donation is reported, audiences should look beyond the headline and search for official information. Who announced the donation? Which organization acknowledged it? What is the stated purpose? Was the contribution made directly or through a charitable partner? What programs will receive the funds? These questions are not designed to create doubt. They are designed to establish facts. And in today's social media environment, that matters more than ever. Celebrity news can move at incredible speed. A single post can become a viral video. A short headline can be copied thousands of times. A fan account can repeat information from another fan account. Eventually, people may forget where the original claim came from. That is why major financial claims deserve careful verification. The reported Bruno Mars donation is a perfect example. The headline is powerful. The number is impressive. The cause is emotional. The location is recognizable. And the celebrity involved has a massive global audience. Everything about the story is designed to attract attention. But the most important part is still the evidence. If official confirmation emerges, the story could become one of the more meaningful philanthropic headlines connected to Bruno Mars. If additional details reveal the exact organization and purpose, audiences will be able to understand the real-world significance of the contribution. And if the story becomes connected to a broader children's health initiative, the impact could extend beyond the original donation. That is because philanthropy can create momentum. One contribution can inspire another. One celebrity can encourage another celebrity. One fan can encourage another fan. One organization can gain new supporters. A campaign that began with a single announcement can eventually become much larger. This is why celebrity charity work can have a ripple effect. The money is only the beginning. Attention creates awareness. Awareness can create participation. Participation can create additional resources. And additional resources can potentially help more people. That cycle is what makes philanthropic stories so powerful. For Bruno Mars, there is also an interesting connection between his public image and this kind of humanitarian narrative. His career has always been built around connection. His songs are designed to connect with audiences. His performances are designed to create shared experiences. His concerts bring thousands